So the other day I was watching this blog made in Japan, and they had this very minimal yet cool thing about the blog that most of the vloggers here in India and outside India don't do that often. In the blog, they had the face of every person in the video who was not a part of the video blurred. But the people who were part of the video, their faces were normal and visible as usual. And this is true especially for content that focuses purely on review based content. For example, the vlog that I watched was where a person goes to a hotel in Japan, stays there, and so every person involved in the video does not need to show their face, including the creator. I also watch that a lot of people in India who also create vlogs don't necessarily do this, and I believe that sooner or later there's going to be a wave of people who are going to be talking about how it is important from the privacy standpoint that their face does not appear in the video. I think the recent fiasco with Coldplay also kind of suggests that. So anyways, we worked on a tool and this is what we've created so far. I'm going to mute the audio, but note that it does play. We have pixelated the face of the person, and this is the main subject of the blog because we've not given any reference face. This is the original video and this is the processed video. So let me mute this. Not only does this pixelate the faces, but it also blurs the number plate of the cars involved in the video, which is also kind of important from the privacy of standpoint. And if you look at this video, this is actually a very busy supermarket. The fact that we are doing this so fast for a 1-minute video, I am pretty impressed with what this tool can really do. This is not a 100% accurate tool, but you can see that it is working to almost 95% of the cases where it's blurring the faces that should not be a part of the video. That saves you a lot in general. It can also take an input face via which it can compare and make sure that that face is not blurred. I'm opening this video up to show you how this looks like. And there's obviously cases where it's not 100% accurate on the number plate, especially if it's aligned in a specific way. But if you look at this closely, you can't really make out this number plate because the last number is kind of blurred out. So not 100%, maybe 90-95% accurate that way. The name of the tool is BGBlur.com and it's super simple, right? So you go to the website, click on start blurring, upload a video. Let me find a video of me. So this is me. If I upload this video without any reference image, it's going to blur my face. So let me quickly show that to you right now. If I apply blur effects, you can see I've tried a couple of videos and I'm really having fun with this one. This takes a few seconds or minutes depending on how big or small your video really is. So let's just wait for a few minutes to see how the output, or rather seconds to see how the output would look like. And in this case, I've not applied any special effects. This is going to primarily focus on blurring my face and not pixelate. Remember I told you that there is a setting where you can choose between pixelating a photo and blurring the photo. In this case, we are going to be blurring the photo and it's already ready. You can see we've added the blur. Now this is a super strong blur. You can reduce the intensity and it can create a better blur of the face. This was a simple face where I wanted to apply blur. Now let's try it with the reference image. I'm going to refresh this, upload the same video, but I'm going to upload my face as a reference face. You can see these two are starkly different images, not from the same frame or same video. You have a bunch of different options. So I'm going to reduce the blur strength, but it's not going to apply the blur because I'm adding the reference image. So I'm going to go ahead and apply blur effects. Going to take a similar amount of time when it comes to removing or adding the blur. You can add more than one blur, reference images as well, and it's going to make sure that it does not blur those faces in the images. This is especially useful for people who have their own face in the video and they specifically want to not blur their face and blur the faces of other people involved in the video. Maybe they have more than one people involved in the video and they don't want to blur their face either. So maybe you pass more than one reference images. But I think personally, the world at least we're moving in, privacy will become more and more important in the coming days. If you're creating videos where you have other cars involved, number plates involved, faces involved, this is definitely something you should be doing to avoid any problems in the future. You can see after uploading the reference image, my face is not really blurred in this. Stop wasting your day on these 5 things. So the accuracy is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but definitely 90-95% when it comes to making sure these faces are not blurred. The team has worked super hard on this tool and you can actually try this out by going to bgblur.com right now. You will get around 60 free credits, meaning a minute of video you can try before you will probably have to upgrade to a paid plan. We're still working on the design of the website and so on. This is our second tool that we've launched in the last 60 days. And I hope you guys like the content that we're sending across. I hope you guys are seeing us going in the right direction. Any feedback would be super helpful. Thank you so much. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.